already know. You already know what it is. You already know what time it is.
Mm,
What's the word? You already know it's your boy Manny.
it's the boy Sean.
And we coming to you on another episode, another time. You know what I'm saying? It's Friday. I'm sorry for the delay. You know what I mean? But we here. That's what
Hmm.
it that's what all counts. That's what all matters. Yeah, we here. And it's Friday, and you already know, man. Friday, there gotta be some juicy stuff, some juicy topics that we need to discuss. But yeah, man, we should Sean take us, man. What we talking about today, bro? What's the word?
Well, let's start off with basketball. Where do you
Yeah,
think is going to be the best destination spot for Giannis?
yeah. Oh wow, yeah. Well, yeah. Well, first of all, the stuff that's going on in Milwaukee is pretty ugly.
Hmm.
And basically, it looked like Giannis is 9 out of 10 is going to leave this year. I know you told me that he's going to eventually leave the end of this year, not to the trade deadline.
Hmm.
Uh, I ain't gonna lie, man. If I had to pick and choose which team he should go to, probably two teams in my mind. I think he should land. And one is the New York Knicks. I feel like with him could be a great upgrade from Carl Anthony Towns, which has been a really disappointment for the New York Knicks for the past year or so. I think with him with Brunson and all the crew, I think that can be a real good team threat. You know what I mean? With him, and also another team that comes to mind is the Minnesota Timberwolves. You already know, bro. And I think that he can definitely impact that team, create a lot of space, help Ant Man through the floor, and be able to facilitate. And I think that would be a nice, good piece duo with Giannis and Ant Man. As far as I know, I feel like that'd be the best fit in destination for him. Is probably that. It's probably those two teams. What do you think, bro?
I don't know about the Timberwolves. Um, I think for me, I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna go dream scenario, and I know you probably thinking I'm gonna say the Sixers, but honestly, I'm gonna say the Spurs.
Spurs. Why the
Yeah,
Spurs?
I feel like Giannis and Wemby together would be crazy.
Yeah, that definitely be unstoppable. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Yeah, Giannis with Wemby, you got Dylan Harper.
Hmm.
That would really be crazy. I ain't gonna lie. And you got the Sixers for sure. Get rid of Embiid,
Yeah.
Giannis, Maxi, VJ. That'd be crazy.
Hmm. I mean, hey, how you doing? Um, and so,
It's Adrian. We appreciate you.
Andrew, thank you. We appreciate y'all. Show your love and everything. And so, yeah, we talking about what's the best destination for Giannis at the end of his year with the Milwaukee Bucks. My man Sean said the Spurs, and you said the Sixers, correct?
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie. When you pair him to the Spurs, I mean, 9 out of 10. I mean, I don't think that's gonna happen.
yeah.
But
No, it's not gonna happen.
yeah, but I'm just saying in general though, with that's gonna be a really hard team to like. I mean, if you like really visual it, you know what I mean. That's gonna be very very hard to stop that squad. I'm not even gonna lie. I mean, like who is gonna stick those two? You know,
Mhm.
I mean, you can't really find nobody in the West that can really stick those guys if you pair Giannis and Victor Wembanyama together.
Yeah, I mean
It's
another team I was thinking about was the Lakers too. With them, if LeBron leave,
That
you
that
get
that that could be a better fit for him.
Luca with Giannis.
Yeah, that definitely could be a better fit for him too. I think yeah, with Giannis and Luca, I think that would be a nice good pair. I'm not gonna lie. Then you got Reeves too.
Yeah.
Uh yeah, I think that's gonna be a good pair. What do you think that would be like the most like realistically uh uh, destination for him.
Realistically, I see him going to like. I feel like he would go to an East Coast team. Realistically, so I could see a team like New York. New
But,
York, realistically, I could see him going to New York. I could see a team like Miami.
mm,
I could see him.
okay.
Miami. Miami is a realistic destination. Um, but yeah, I see him mostly going to one of those East Coast teams. I don't see him going to the West.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see him going to the West either. I feel like he's going to stay in the East too. Um, he could go to like the Magic. You know what I mean? I think the Magic, they're building really, really good. Their core is really, really nice. I think they all these listen like a real big man for real. You know what I mean? Um, but I do believe that the Lakers can definitely be a great fit for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Uh, just because I feel like that the dynamic between Giannis and Luca will be very, very special. I'm not gonna lie. I think that would be really, really good. And
Mm,
so, that's what I think. You know what I mean? We won't find out. But I mean, if I had to pick a nice destination for him to go to, that 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 if he had no choice but to go to the West, I think the Lakers will be a better choice for him. You know what I mean? We subtract, the Timberwolves, but
yeah,
uh, but I mean, the reality, probably the Lakers and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, we don't know what's going to happen with Giannis. We know that he's going to be done as a Milwaukee Buck by the end of the year. But I think like those destinations you were talking about, that kind of be what's best suited for him because that those teams need a bigger man. You know what I
yeah,
mean? With an impact. Some teams are just like an impact player away from getting over that hump. You know what I'm saying? So
mm,
like those teams that I feel like that they need that impact player so they can, get to the level that where they need to be at or they want to be at. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now right now, one of the biggest news in the NBA right now is the injury of Joel Embiid. So, do you think
Yeah.
that this is going to affect the chances in the playoffs for the Sixers, or what you thinking?
Um yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I mean the injury with Embiid is kind of shocking. It kind of came out of nowhere for real. And it's just unfortunate. It's just very unfortunate for Embiid. It's sad that the type of talent that he is, the special man that he is, that injuries is always delaying him from reaching what he wants to be, or wants to do. Um, do I think that's going to affect the Sixers? Absolutely. Um, um, you're talking about Joel Embiid, man, that can that can play all around. That can drop like 30, 30, 35 per game. I mean, last time, he was in the playoffs, he was averaging over 30 points a game, and he was hurt, and he was in one leg. You know what I'm saying? With the New York Knicks. And so, I think with the team they got Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, um, Paul George. I think they got a good squad, but I don't think it's enough. You know what I mean? Especially, I do believe that if they make it to the the um the play in, they probably can make the play in. But when it comes to the first round, I think they're gonna be done if Joel ain't healthy.
Mm. Yeah, I was gonna say kind of similar to what Joe said. Like, I'm not really shocked that he's hurt because he gets hurt every year. So it's like it was just a matter of when he was gonna get hurt,
I
in
was
my
talking the
opinion.
timing. Yeah, the timing of it.
But we know that he going usually he gets hurt every year. Now,
Yeah.
do I think it depends on who we end up playing? That's what I really think. I told you from the beginning, I'm confident playing against the Pistons. If the Sixers are playing the Pistons, I think that they got a good chance to beat the Pistons. Now, if they got to go against Celtics first round with no center, then that's when I'll be like, Probably not. Overall, I don't think they gonna win the finals without Embiid. But
Right.
we also don't know how long it's gonna take for Embiid to get back because it could take only 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So it all depends. Everything all depends on who we play and when Embiid is scheduled to come back.
Yeah. 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 You're right. It also depends on the time frame because right now they're like the AC, right? So they're like in
Right,
the
yeah, right now they yeah, either eighth or seventh.
and they lost last night against the Rockets. So
Yeah,
yeah, so they right there, they are playing a playing team. So yeah, absolutely, bro. I believe that the Sixers is crazy because the Sixers got good talent. They got really good talent, bro, around them and stuff. And it's like it's just so sad that for the past 10 years, Embiid couldn't really um get to himself and shape in a way that he can be there for his team in the postseason. You know what I mean?
mm,
Because they can really be that threat. You know what I mean? As long as they have Embiid, they can be that threat. But the question always remains is can he stay healthy? And he's been proving that he can't stay healthy. And when you look at it, eventually he was the face of the franchise. Now Tyrese Maxey is. You know what I'm saying? And so now, now they're not really dependent on relying on Embiid. But if you need to try to go to a playoff run, you need Embiid because you know what I mean. Because you need that extra guy, you need that extra big man. Because at the end of the day, whether he a dominant player or not, his presence alone is scared for other teams. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So
See, but that's where I kind of disagree. I think we in a way we do need Embiid, but then you also like you said the team is built around Tyrese Maxey. So now
right,
it's time for Tyrese Maxey to step back up.
right.
Tyrese can easily put up 50 points on any team. Right now he's been struggling a little bit. He hasn't been putting up the points that he needs to be putting up. But
Right.
if he can get back to putting up high numbers back into that MVP form, I still think that the Sixers can still compete with anybody.
Yeah, I believe it, like I said, it's all about Embiid and also, the health of Embiid, and also not only that is like, is he like what is he doing to put stuff in his body? You know what I mean? Because every time we turn around, Embiid doesn't look like he's in shape. You know what I mean? That
I
he's not
can't I
super.
can't agree with that. I can't agree with that
Uh,
either. Embiid does
or
look in shape. Embiid is just unlucky. That's the
so
thing. Embiid is just unlucky. Embiid is in shape. Look, we done seen Embiid drop 30 as soon as he came back this year. He's in shape. It's just he's unlucky. He gets unlucky breaks.
do you think he cursed?
Like, I'm not gonna say curse, but basically, yeah. Come on, bro. He got hurt out of nowhere.
He just got hurt out of nowhere.
You know what I mean? It's like it's not like he been playing bad. He's been playing good. Every time he's on the court, he plays good. He's just hurt.
Right. It's just very unfortunate. I think that it's now to a point where you gotta really think about like the draft pick that they got from trading Jerry McClain. Do you go in the draft this year and get a big man? I feel like that's the conversation that the Sixers need to have. You know what I mean? Because
I mean,
uh
yeah, it's a conversation.
you know what I mean? Because it's time. Because Embiid can't do it all by himself. And then you look at the time that he be missing the games. He be missing a lot of those games. Literally, he missed a lot of the games. He be on minute restriction. Uh, he be play one game here, you miss a game here, you play a game here, you miss a game here. Like it's so inconsistent with Joel. You know what I mean? And so it's like you gotta find somebody that yeah, absolutely, yeah, Joe, bro. They probably need a power forward or a center. I think it's a center. I'm not even gonna lie, but um, yeah, it's like Joel is so inconsistent, and you gotta find somebody that's gonna be consistent. And right now, the Sixers in that position don't have a consistent guy or can look at somebody. and say, oh, hey, all right, listen here, I trust more this guy, to get the job done, because he's more consistent and stuff like that. Even though Embiid is good and everything like that, but he lacks consistency. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean. He's not his availability is not up to par. You know what I'm saying? Because the organization is like on this end, and Embiid is on that end. You feel me? So it's like, yeah. So I feel like that they need to really next year they really need to invest in a real good center or power forward, like Joe was just saying, a real good one because they got a first round pick, so they can get a good prospect out of college. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I think it depends. I forgot what pick the Sixers have, so it's kind of hard finding a center with them late round picks. I do think a Bona is pretty good, and I think Andre Drummond is a good backup center. And
Yeah.
then we still got somebody that we drafted last year, and Brum, who plays that center power forward position too. Who he been going off in the G League. So we gonna see. I think if they gonna get a center, I think they got to get a veteran center. I don't think you get a a rookie center. Not to unless you got a high pick.
I mean, the only reason why I could see them giving up like a rookie center is because of the direction they're going to. Like they're building off VJ Edgecombe and Tyrese
See,
Maxey. You know what
but
I'm
we're not
saying?
rebuild. They're building off of them, but we're not in a rebuild mode. I don't want a super young team. I
I
think that
mean,
only works with the Thunder because
oh,
the
the
Thunder
league
had all
always
all those top picks. Sixers don't have enough picks to be in a rebuild mode. They're in a win now mode.
I mean, well, it looks to me that you mix the new with the old. It's not connected. I mean, you look
It
at
might
both.
not be. I can't say that either. Because if you look at the record when they play together, they're actually doing good. They just don't play together because of injury. So it's not mixing the new with the old. Is like I said, bro. The Sixers just unlucky with injuries.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, yeah, yeah. It's just unfortunate, but at the same time, I feel like that Embiid do need to leave. If they were able to trade him and stuff like that, then trade him. I feel like that they should have traded him a couple years ago to get like Bam Adebayo or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hey, how you doing? What's
What's
going
up?
on?
What's up?
Shout out Russia.
Russians in the
That's what's
building.
up. Russia in the building. Thank y'all for coming. Thank you for coming. Make sure you like and subscribe to us, yo. We love you. We love you. We love you. But yeah, so
We no,
uh
we was never gonna get Bam. The Heat was never giving up Bam. I keep trying to tell you this, bro. But that was no. I'm telling you, a couple years ago too, they was never giving up Bam.
they love getting banned.
No, bro. If we would have gave Joel to the Heat, they would have kept Bam, and they probably would have gave us Tyler Hero. But they would
I,
have kept Bam.
I mean, well, I mean, if B wasn't really that hurt those years and stuff like that, like probably 2 3 years, they probably wouldn't have considered getting with a band.
They would consider it, but I think they actually value Bam too much.
I mean, well, yeah, now,
Yeah, I mean, of course now for sure, but I think back then they valued him too.
yeah.
I think
So,
Bam has always been the best player on that team.
so say if like a couple years ago, they would probably entertain the idea of trading Embiid. Which center do you think that will possibly they would will probably move? Them like probably like a Carl Anthony Towns or
Yeah,
uh
that's what I was gonna say.
something
Carl
like
Anthony
that.
Towns is probably the most likely center we probably could have got.
Mm. Not Rudy Gobert.
Nah, we don't want Rudy.
Hey, Rudy.
Yeah, we don't want Rudy.
Yeah, Rudy.
Yeah, Rudy can stay over there.
I
Yeah,
mean, Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate for the 76ers. You know, it's like every time they got to get on a roll or they're like up to like par, there's always something that like crashes them down. And so, but I hope they come out with a plan. I hope they, use these picks next year wisely. You know what I mean? So they can put themselves in a better position to win and not really rely on Joel. You know what I
Mm,
mean? And just focus on what's the 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 um the future, and the future is with DJ and Tyrese Maxey, and just build upon them. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? But I do
yeah,
believe that eventually later on, probably a couple more years, the Sixers will definitely be a threat, no doubt about it.
yeah. It all depends on what moves they make.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's all about but it's all about the wise. This is the wise moves that they make that determines
Yeah,
where they go.
but yeah, let's
Yeah,
talk about football now. We're gonna jump over to football. Two top quarterbacks,
yeah,
Lamar and Josh Allen.
right.
So if you have your own team, you build on a team. Who would you rather have?
Um, God, Lamar or Josh. God, that's a hard one. They both phenomenal. I ain't gonna lie, man. They both
Mm,
phenomenal. If I had to choose, it'll probably be Josh. And the
mm,
reason why I would say Josh is, yeah, there you go, Joe. Yeah, yeah, bro. Yeah, Josh. Yeah, the reason why I say Josh is because I mean, his talent is like undeniable. Like, you know what I mean? Like his skills is like phenomenal. I mean, Lamar is tough. He got great speed and everything. Got a great deep ball. But Josh Allen, man, he just make things happen. And like that you be out of your mind. You be like, oh my god, you know what I mean? And I think creating a dream team. I trust more. But the more story to it is like I trust more of Josh than Lamar. You know what I mean? In a sense. If I'm
yeah.
building a team and I need a quarterback, you know what I mean? I kind of trust more Josh than Lamar because Josh showed me more than Lamar. You know what I mean? I
Mm,
mean, look at them two on paper and what they've been able to accomplish, and what they've been doing in the postseason. Is Josh had got more wins than Lamar? You know what I mean? You can have all
mm,
this talent. Well, talent doesn't get you nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And so, do I believe that Lamar can be a quarterback, like can be a playoff quarterback? Absolutely. Do I believe he can be a Super Bowl quarterback, like contention? Absolutely. He been showing that. You know what I mean? But Josh has that type of way that when you give him the ball, he gonna make the play. And he's been showing it
mm.
time and time again. And he's a clutch player. He's more clutch than Lamar, I believe. You know what I mean? I don't know if you agree, but I believe. And so so that's why I'm leaning towards Josh Allen as my quarterback than rather Lamar.
Yeah, I probably lean towards Josh too, only because I feel like Josh can do everything that Lamar can do while throwing the ball better. So
Right.
I really don't think it's really no debate with that one.
Mm.
How about I mean, let me change the quarterbacks up for you.
Okay.
Let's do
Y'all get in the conversation too. Yeah,
hmm,
everybody, who y'all think, Lamar or Josh?
I'm gonna say Joe Burrow or Matthew Stafford.
Mm. Mm. I'll say Matthew. The only reason why I
Mm,
say Matthew is because Matthew's shown more than Josh. I mean, than Joe. You know what I mean?
mm,
Matthew got the championship. I mean, Matthew when they stab him with that ball, he's like on like crazy. He throws that ball like crazy. Um, I think I'll pick Matt, over Joe. That's kind of a hard joint. Well, yeah, I'll lean toward Matt. How about you?
Yeah, I think I lean towards Matt too. I think Joe definitely got all the talent in the world, but I feel like Matt can produce more in the offense.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. Yeah, I do. Yeah,
Yeah, then I also think about injuries and all that. Joe do be getting hurt, so
yeah, true. Yeah, Joe only had two good years. Yeah, you're right though. But I mean, you're right though. But every time that he comes back from injury, he plays good. I mean, like he never
hmm
lost a beat. You know what I'm saying? So like, I mean, you seen he came back from that injury earlier. I mean, last year. You know what I mean? And he came toward the end of the season and was balling like nothing happened. You know what I'm saying? Like that thing about Joe is like he can pick off right where he left off from. You know what I'm saying? And have no problem and still throw over 250 yards, 300 yards. You know what I mean and stuff, and without a problem. You know, yeah, he played. Yeah, you're right. He played like 5 games. Like 5 games a year. He played 5 games a year. But they're good 5 games. Yeah, I told you they're good ones. You go back and you look, Joe's stats is pretty tired. It's pretty fire. I mean, I'm just keeping the whole beat. You know what I mean? But I mean, I do think that Joe definitely needs to improve more, and he needs to show that he can play in a full season because he's definitely been hurt. I think ever since the time that he was playing in the Super Bowl, he wasn't the same. I think Josh wasn't the same.
mm,
I mean, Joe wasn't the same. So I think with Joe Burrow, he needs to show everybody that he can get back to him being that quarterback that he can be reliable. You know what I mean? And
mm,
that he can take a team to the playoffs because it's been a while since their team went to the playoffs. And so, and
mm,
then also compete the playoffs and also give them back to the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? But at the same time, that goes at the same that, but that also goes to front office and people that trying to build around a team. Because their defense is trash. So like, like,
okay, okay. I got another one for you.
yeah.
AJ Brown, AJ Brown or Puka.
See, why you gotta put me on the spot like that? See, AJ Brown probably be watching this joint. Like,
Mm.
probably throw
you
down
got
this
you got
joint.
answer.
Oh my god. Oh my
Both
god.
both 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 are physical receivers. Both
Yeah.
been in some drama.
Ah. Mm. That's a hard one, bro. God. You said Puka and AJ Brown.
hmm
A hard one. Oh man. You talking about like in general? Like in general.
hmm
Uh
like we gonna keep the scenario the same. You starting a team and
what do you
you
think,
need
Joe
your receiver. You
You
got your
talking
quarterback.
AJ
You
or
got your quarterback already. You need a receiver. You need that number one receiver. Who do you want to be a number one receiver?
mm. I'm sorry, AJ, man, but I gotta go with Hookah, man. I'm not gonna lie. I love AJ, that's my guy. But I gotta go with Puka, and the reason why I say Puka, the only reason why I say Puka is because I feel like Puka is more dynamic than AJ. You know what I'm saying with the football. You get what I'm saying?
hmm hmm
Uh, I believe that AJ is great too. You know what I mean? His toughness, his ability. Like I mean, we never seen AJ like this since DK Metcalf. But I feel like I ain't gonna lie. I feel like that AJ Brown is better than DK Metcalf. But I'm talking about like a physical back. You know what I mean? That able to do all these skills and stuff like that. And but Puka, man, he's ridiculous. He's ridiculous. I'm not even
hmm
going. Oh, he's ridiculous, bro. Like he's ridiculous, and Yeah, if I had to choose a starting a wide receiver, he definitely would be my number one, no doubt about it. Puka is just crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually go opposite. I'm gonna go AJ.
AJ,
I think yeah, I'm gonna actually go AJ. I
why?
do I feel like low key. Sometimes I do feel like Jalen Hurts holds him back from what he could really do.
Right.
But I feel
I
like if
mean,
AJ is given the opportunity, I feel like AJ can really show how crazy he can get.
oh yeah,
AJ be making some he be making some catches that you just can't teach.
yeah, you're right though. That's why it was so
Yeah.
hard for me to pick because they both phenomenal. Oh, I got one for you
Yeah,
though.
I understand you picking Puka. I understand Puka for sure. Puka is definitely like that. So, but I think I'm gonna give it to EJ.
Maybe the
Next
AJ.
next one. Next one you got Justin Jefferson or Jackson Smith.
Oh, Jefferson. Oh,
Jefferson.
Jefferson. Yeah, oh, Jefferson. The reason why I
Yo.
picked Jefferson is because well, one of the only reasons why I picked Jefferson is because Jefferson showed time and time again that he is that dude on a consistent basis. Now, JJ, you know, how long you been in the league? Like 3 years?
Yeah.
About three, right? So, um, this is like his first breakout year. You know what I mean? Um, you know what I mean? And so I don't know if he can consistently do that like the way Jefferson been doing it since 2000 what 2000 what 20. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
So I believe that he
21, I think.
21, yeah, 21. So I believe that he can. I believe that JJ can be that consistent ball, but he hasn't really shown it. You know what I mean? He just shown that little, you know, that Super Bowl year and stuff like that. We wasn't really seeing him as explosive only for this year. You know what I'm saying? But that's the only reason why I picked Jefferson because he's more consistent.
Mm. Yeah, this is a hard one. This is a hard one.
Jackson Smith.
I'm gonna give it to Jefferson too, but it's close. I feel like Jackson Smith is right there. If Jackson Smith have another year like he is, then I can give it to Jackson Smith. But right now I'm gonna give it to Justin Jefferson, only because I do think Justin Jefferson is the best receiver. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. How about this, bro?
Yeah.
How about this, bro? Um, let's give you a scenario. I'm gonna give you a scenario. If you in a football game and your team down
Mm,
by 4 points,
mm,
under 2 minutes, what like a minute and 25 seconds left in the clock. One timeout, right? One timeout.
mm,
You get a touchdown to win the game. Who do you trust more, like quarterback wise, Patrick Mahomes or Tom Brady?
Tom Brady.
Brady,
Yeah. I mean Tom Brady has shown it time and time again.
yeah,
I, Tom Brady is the GOAT for a reason.
yeah, absolutely.
So I gotta give it to Brady. I don't even gotta think about that for me.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Yeah. My man said Brady all day.
Yeah, I don't even got to think about that one. I can't. It's off the rip. I'm saying Brady.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. I would say Brady too. But at the same time, um, I'm gonna go a little bit opposite. I would usually pick Brady in this scenario, but I'll pick Mahomes. And the only reason why I pick Mahomes, the only reason I pick Mahomes is because he know how to move the ball and Brady don't. Like when I mean with it by his feet. Brady don't know how to run, but Mahomes do. And so say you got in a situation where you got to go out of bounds or something like that. I don't really trust Brady. Like if he needs to run like 15 yards to get a first down and go out of bounds, you know what I mean? I don't. I trust more of Mahomes doing that than Brady because Brady is kind of slow. You know what I mean? Um, I think
Yeah,
like when it comes like game winning touchdowns, then yeah. But I feel like when it comes like like if you just need like you a first and goal or something like that, then yeah. But uh, yeah, but yeah, like I think in general, like if you really need like say if all your wide receivers is like covered, but you got all that space. You know what I mean? But you got like linebackers in the
yeah,
middle. I feel like that Mahomes can like, finesse it, maneuver it, like versus Brady. You know what I'm saying? Say Brady didn't need didn't need to move because he always got the ball out. Yeah, the ball he got the always got the ball out quick. He was fast with that ball, real fast.
yeah,
That's the only reason why I would say Mahomes in that scenario. And it also depends on like where they at, like in the line of scrimmage or whatever it may be. But I do need that running quarterback. You know what I mean? To give the defense sidetrack. You know what I mean? Versus, you got Brady, even though Brady's phenomenal, but everybody knows that when in that situation, Brady's gonna throw the football. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. But you also gotta remember the scenario you gave was down four with under 2 minutes. So no matter what, you gotta throw the football.
Yeah, you're right though. But I ain't gonna I trust Mahomes more to give me more time for me to make that game winning shot than Brady because of the feet.
Uh,
Because of the
I don't
feet,
know, but
because of the movement,
because
because
of
of
the
the
feet,
movement.
you don't know if he's gonna get out of bounds. You don't know if he's gonna get out of bounds because of the feet.
I know
If
he's
he
doing how.
scrambles and runs,
Come on, Brady,
you don't know that. Now I'm talking about Mahomes. You don't know that he's gonna get out of bounds.
he's shown that,
He can running and the clock is still going.
but he can. He's shown that he can. He said, "Oh well, yeah." But he's shown that he can do it though. When he didn't even
I
get
don't
extra
know.
time, he got no. Especially if it's like no timeout. You lose your last timeout, and you still a second down, but you still need a touchdown. But you at the 20-yard line, but you need time. You know what I'm saying? I believe that Mahomes can, because he's like such a magician with that football. It's like you don't know which way he gonna go. So it's like, you know what I mean?
He is.
Versus Brady, huh?
I say he is, but I don't think he not better than Brady though.
No, I ain't say he better than Brady. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I didn't say he was better than Brady. Hell no. Let's keep that on record. Let's keep that on the record, yo. I never said Patrick Mahomes is better than Brady. I never said that ever. No, that's never gonna be in my vocabulary. No,
Yo,
but
I don't know though, bro. You saying you rather put the ball in Patrick Mahomes' hands than Tom Brady with the
I
game on
said
the line.
I said because of the running ability that Mahomes got. Brady don't got no running ability. So
I
I
don't
trust
know, bro.
more of Mahomes of Mahomes giving me that time to that give me that time to, you know what I mean, to like get out of bounds and stuff like that, so I can like make me get another down, you know what I mean, or get another chance. You know what I mean? Like it was like 19 seconds or 12 seconds or 32 seconds or something like that. You know what I mean? Instead of Brady throwing it all up the joint and go crazy, then waste time. You see time and time again. Look at the tape when they were down and they needed a touchdown. I mean, yeah, Brady made the play, but he had to throw the ball down and they had to run. You know what I mean? The same time management. You know what I mean?
But what'd you just say? Brady made the play. So
Yeah,
I'm confused, brother.
no,
You contradicting yourself, brother.
I'm not
Like my man
confident.
Joe said, Brady
He's
is the 2 minute goat. I'm going off of what we seen. If we going off of what we seen, Brady is better with 2 minutes than Patrick Mahomes.
it wasn't like that in Super Bowl 52.
I mean, you can say that the same thing about Patrick Mahomes.
Well, he was getting his ass whooped. Yeah, bro, that was not
Yeah,
coming back. He was getting his ass whooped.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying, brother. You can
That
say the
joint was
same thing
six and
about
40,
Patty.
man. Huh?
I'm just saying you can say the same thing about Patty. I mean,
I mean, well, I've never seen Patty in a situation like Brady in Super Bowl 52. So
Exactly. Exactly. It shows you that Tom Brady is more accustomed to be in that position than 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 Patrick
Big
Mahomes.
Mahomes,
How many
I,
times do you
you
see
can say that.
Patrick
You can say
Mahomes in 2 minutes drill?
in regular games.
Yeah, but it's not as much as Brady though. Brady is more used to being having 2 minutes left and winning the game than Patrick Mahomes.
Okay, okay. If we talk like postseason wise,
Now, I'm
uh,
just saying in general. Yeah, period. Brady has
yeah,
more experience with 2 minute drill.
yeah. I give it to you. I say more. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like it's almost kind of the same a little bit.
And then see, and then what you got to remember, because you talking about saving a ton. You're down 4 points, so you
That's
you
only
got to score a
12.
touchdown.
Well, yeah, you're right though.
Yeah, I think having a running quarterback is good if you want to if you're is the goal if the goal is to get a field goal, then having a running quarterback is cool. But to score a point, you're gonna have to throw the ball. You have to throw the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. But say ain't nobody like the defense, the coverage is so good, and you need that first down. You gotta run it.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to run and waste time. You're not getting out of bounds.
Well,
I guarantee you that.
how about this? Do you trust more Brady getting out of bounds than Mahomes? If you was in that situation, you need.
No, I trust Brady arm. I trust Brady arm.
Uh, yeah, but I don't want to risk them dice. I mean, that's just me.
Either way is a risk. Because if Patrick Mahomes runs, you're risking a ton. The time is going to keep going, which means to stop the clock, you're going to have to spike the ball.
You gonna stop if you going out
He's
of
not going
bounds.
to get. He's not getting out of bounds. He not. You keep saying he's not getting out of bounds. It's not a guarantee.
I mean, Mahomes proved it, so I can say that.
No, he did. No, he did not prove it. There's not no guarantee that he's going to get out of bounds every time.
Yes, he
That's,
did,
that's,
bro.
that's, that's not no guarantee. You can't guarantee that he's going to run out of bounds.
All
No.
right, all right. So say if you gotta go out of bounds, if you gotta go out of bounds, and you make it out of bounds, who do you trust more to go out of bounds? Mahomes or Brady?
But he don't got to go out of bounds. That's the thing. It's not a real. It's not a
I'm
real
trying to answer
situation
the
because you could throw
question.
the ball
I'm trying
away.
to answer the question,
He
though,
could throw the
bro.
ball away.
All right, that's cool, but
Tom can throw the ball away.
just answer the
He don't
question.
got to run. And
If you
Tom
need
Brady
to
has
go
shown
out
that
of
he
bounds,
can run the ball.
yeah.
Tom
If
Brady
you
has
need
shown
to
that he
go out
can
of
run
bounds,
the ball when he needs.
he can run the ball.
I
He
don't know.
can, not faster
Tom
than.
can he can run the ball. When Tom I seen Tom run the ball at age 41. So I don't know.
Not faster than Mahomes.
You're right, but Patrick Mahomes not 41.
You're right though, but I'm just saying though.
I'm I go with the GOAT all day.
Okay,
Your,
okay.
your, your team gonna lose. Your team
I
gonna
need a running.
lose.
I need a running. I need a running quarterback so I can get the defense off guard. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah,
So
no, this ain't Madden. This not Madden.
imagine
This is real life. Yeah, it's real life.
what that artist said. This ain't Texas.
Yeah, nah.
All right.
Nah.
Yeah. So we
But
got
that's
a whole lot of this joint.
yeah, we going I say we move on to the draft.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the draft. One of the top prospects right now at the linebacker position is Sonny Styles. So where do you think is going to be his best fit?
Um. He's he's not a wide receiver, right? He's a
He a linebacker.
linebacker. Okay. Okay. All right. He a linebacker. Um. Well, you said he's supposed to be one of the top 10, right? Prospects of this draft, right?
Yeah, at least he a top linebacker for sure.
He's a top linebacker. Okay. So I mean, all right. So let's just go down to the list here. I mean, you got Los Angeles Raiders. You got the Jets. You got Arizona, Tennessee, Giants, Cleveland, Washington. Saints, Kansas City.
Yeah, well, I'm already stop you. I'm gonna say the same team I've been saying for the last couple episodes. The
The
Giants.
Rams. Oh, you said the
The
Giants.
Giants.
Oh, the Giants.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, Giants don't have a linebacker.
you think the Giants gonna get Sonny Styles?
Yeah.
Why do you think that?
Then I can't remember the last time the Giants had a linebacker. So
Mm,
I told you last episode, especially with their coach John Harbaugh. He just came from having a defense with Roquan Smith.
right.
So you need that linebacker position. I think Sonny Styles can fit that mold.
That's it.
Yeah,
You all right. What do you think like is the best fit for him? You think he might go? Is the
Giants.
Giants? So you don't think
Yeah,
he'll be the best fit with the um the the Bengals or something? Huh?
nah,
Mm,
nah.
mm, that's interesting. Uh, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like that. Um, I feel like the Giants. They got enough, man. I ain't gonna hold you, man. They got too many. They got a lot. But I say the best fit will probably be Washington, the Commanders. And the only reason why I say the Commanders is because their defense is not. It's safe to say that their defense is not um um young. It's pretty old. You know what I mean? They needed some young blood on their in their defense in their defensive side. And I think with Sonny Styles, I think he'll fit right there. I mean, because Bobby Wagner's still there.
Yeah, Bobby Wagner's still there, and they still got Frankie Louvu. So
Yeah, so I feel
I
like
don't know how that will.
Bobby Wagner. I mean, with the Giants,
Yeah,
who
nah,
he
I
gonna
can't. I don't
learn?
think that's the best fit. Yeah, I don't. He don't need to learn.
He don't need to
I
learn.
think that's the nah.
He just
I
generate
think
the
he
talent.
goes in as he's a day one starter.
I
You
mean, of
got
course, he
as
might be
much
starting,
talent.
but
The Giants have so much talent on that team. He's not going to be looked at to be the man on that defense. So he can go in and have those learning mistakes. He go to Washington. He's doing he can learn behind Bobby Wagner for a year, but that's not no guarantee that he gonna be that guy.
why you don't think so? Because
I
Bobby
don't
Wagner,
because I think the defense is not good. I don't think
they
that,
made some
as far
moves
as like
in the
best fit.
season.
What moves they make?
They signed that boy. They signed that boy. We got they made some good defensive moves. Like it's and crazy. I mean, it's not the best, but I mean they did a few things.
Maybe.
Huh?
I said, let me know.
Hold it. I
I think
mean,
Giants. You come into the Giants already. The Giants is already built, and they got a defensive coach. You got a defensive head coach with a good starting defense. What linebackers need is a good D lineman. When you got that's what helps linebackers be good. It's not about learning for a linebacker. It's about having that. If you got a D line, it makes everything easy.
they got the bull Tim Settle. The boy Charles.
I'm
I can't.
so
Yeah, you all right?
who that? You said Tim?
Tim, yeah. Tim, yeah.
Tim? I don't know Tim.
Tim Settle.
Who is Tim?
Tim Settle. I'm
I ain't never
reading
heard
it
of no
here.
Tim.
Tim Settle.
I ain't never heard of I ain't never heard of no
Uh,
Tim in the NFL.
the boy Leo. Got his name though. You look at. I mean, when you look at it, they upgraded. I mean, they got an edge rusher, they got a linebacker, a tight end, an edge, a corner. They signed the bull, Mark Robinson to a 2 year deal. Uh,
Yeah.
uh, yeah, they signed the bull from the edge rusher. from the he used to play for the Ravens.
Either way, bro, I don't think
Well, yeah,
Washington's the best fit because
I mean,
you don't get no first round pick. You don't get a first rounder to sit on the bench. You just don't do that.
I don't think he's gonna sit on the bench.
You don't do it. He is if he go to Washington. He's not starting over Bobby Wagner.
I mean, you can have
That's it.
you can have that dynamic with what they did with Philly. You know, with
No,
with
but
Zach and Dean. Well, now Dean ain't there. We got him with um Campbell, John Campbell.
nah, but Washington is not picking with the last pick in the draft. Philly, we picked John Campbell with pick 32 or pick, yeah, like pick 31.
Yeah, because
Washington has a top 15 pick. You don't get draft top 15 to sit on the bench.
I mean,
You
he's
just don't
right
do
though.
that. So I can't see that being the best fit.
I mean, but I don't see him not sitting down on the bench. I mean, I just me. I don't see
Yeah,
him.
I see him if he go to Washington, he's not starting over Bobby or Frankie Louvu.
So you think it's
It's
best?
just
Well, what about Arizona?
Arizona. I mean, that would be cool, but I think Arizona picks number 3.
Yeah.
I don't think he going top 3 either.
So you think he's gonna go top five?
Yeah, I think that the Giants is that sweet spot.
Hmm.
If the Giants is going defense, I think they go they go and get him.
Or they go defense? And you know what's crazy? I got a
Yeah,
feeling they might go offense. I got a feeling they might go offense.
I don't think they're gonna go offense. I don't think so. I think they're gonna go defense. I mean, only way I can see them going offense is if they get a receiver. But I feel like
Yeah, that's the only thing.
they
That's
already.
I,
I feel like Sonny Styles has been making more noise than most basically every receiver.
mm,
So
that's
yeah,
how you
Sonny
know.
Styles.
You think Sonny gonna wind up being a giant?
Like even when you look up Sonny Styles' name, yeah, a lot of it is tied to the Giants.
Mm.
Even former Giants running back Tiki Barber says he wants the Giants to get Sonny Styles. So it's like everybody in New Sonny Styles is the name in New York that everybody want.
That's the same guy that was talking trash about Saquon.
No, he is, and you see Saquon got out of there. So bro. Some other news that happened today though was
Yeah,
Travis Hunter. You know he got moved to being a full-time cornerback. You're gonna be giving some gadget plays on offense.
yeah.
You think that's the best move?
Um, I guess it depends on what their objective is. What I mean by that is that if they consider him to be a full time like cornerback like for good, you know what I mean, or just for a little while.
Yeah, that's what they said for
Well, for
good.
good,
He's yeah.
well, if that's the case, I don't think he's going to match his full potential. Well, I believe he's going to put his potential, but not the one that he wants to do. You know, because he said that he wanted to come in the NFL and play wide receiver and cute and cornerback. Um,
Mhm.
I feel like that this move it's kind of smart, but at the same time, it's like you it might bite him and it might bite him. You know what I mean? Because I know how much Hunter wants to do both positions. You know what I mean? He wants to be the first guy
Mm,
to ever do that in NFL history. But not only that, he knows how to do it. He knows how to play those two positions, and he's not ashamed of it. And I mean, it's good that they didn't back took money off of his contract. because of that, that's a good thing. Because they did was give him extra money because he was playing on both positions, extra money. But I think with him, um, it can be a positive, but it also can be a negative. With him, because with Hunter, he definitely wants to be an all around type of football player, and he got paid to be an all around football player. And if you're not using him to the ability that he has, it might cause problems in that organization. Um, so I definitely think it's a risk. Now, unless Hunter said that he wants to do that, then that's different. You know what I mean? He wants to be a full time corner. That's different. But as of now, I have seen no reports saying that he said that. So it was just Jacksonville
Mm.
said that. So yeah, I feel like it's a risk. What do you think about it, bro?
Well, I think this the best thing. I think it's the best thing moving forward.
Yeah.
I think I've always thought that Travis was a better corner than he was receiver. Even though I think he's a good receiver too. The thing is, even if it's a risk because he don't, that's not what he want. At the end of the day, if I'm an owner, I don't care what you want because I gave you the opportunity. Number one, I'm gonna be honest about this topic. Playing offense and defense in the NFL as like he did in college is not possible. And I feel like it was shown. He wasn't able to produce at a high level. Why? Because he got hurt. When you play both sides of the ball, it increases the chance of injury.
Right.
It increases wear and tear on your body. So now it's like, yeah, it's not the same as college football. Basically, it's like it's a whole nother ball game. So I feel like he was given the opportunity, but it got cut short. So now you got to think as an owner or as a coach to get the maximum potential. I got to get you on one side of the ball. So and they already said that they're gonna still have him have plays on the offense, but it's not gonna be as much as it was when his rookie year, which I think is
Okay.
the best thing for it.
Yeah.
You feel me? Plus they
Yeah.
then when you look at Jacksonville, they already are stacked the receiver position. They
Hmm.
they they got too many receivers right now. So the best thing to do is to have him just focus on being a corner. Because I'm thinking about it. They got let's look at it. Let's look at the receivers that's on that Jacksonville team
Uh.
real fast. Real fast. When you look at so they got Brian Thomas still.
Right.
They traded for Jacoby Myers.
Right.
Parker Washington started playing good last season. So I was like, they got these names that they just don't need. They don't need
Another.
Travis Hunter to be the yeah, they don't need Travis Hunter to be another receiver because they got two good receivers on the team already. So and Travis Hunter is not a wide receiver three. He can be a wide receiver three, but they got a solid wide receiver three as well. So you don't need him to be a receiver. But what you do need is help on that defense. You feel me? You just extended Trayvon Walker. So what's the best friend of a pass rusher? Is somebody that can get an interception, who's somebody that can
Okay.
lock down. So now that increases the chances of him being able to produce and get six. So I think it's a win-win. I think it's a win-win, especially if Travis is able to finish the whole season healthy. I think that's a risk that you gotta take.
I ain't gonna lie, the way you broke it down, I kind of understand what you're talking about now.
Yeah, yeah. There's no disrespect to Travis. It's like I do think Travis is talented enough to play offense. Like
Right.
even if they would have been like he play receiver and then don't play corner, I would have been cool with that too. But playing both is harder on the body. It's just especially when you traded two first round picks to get this guy, you can't have him be injured. Like now
Yeah.
you're not getting what you paid for. So
Yeah.
even though basically what they paid for was him to play both sides of the ball, so it kind of shoots them in the foot too, it kind of messes them up because now you're not getting the full potential, like you said, out of Travis. But I'd rather have a healthy all pro at one position rather than someone who can potentially be the greatest athlete in the NFL but be hurt.
Yeah, you're right. I also look from this perspective too. It's like it's very unrare that you see a guy that can play multiple positions. It's very rare.
Mm,
And I think with Jacksonville, they got a really special one in Travis Hunter. Because say if something happens, you know what I mean, and a wide receiver went down or something like that, they have Hunter that they could go and you know, use him as the lineup to be a part of that offense. Um,
mm,
I don't know. They're really like their back defense. You know what I mean? Like when it comes to
mm,
quarterback stuff like that. But um,
yeah.
I feel like they need right now. They're more at need in defense right now. And say, for
Mm,
example, something happens and they, sign somebody, sign a corner, they get another corner, but then another wide receiver like the boy Brian Robinson, they don't want wide receiver dipped
mm,
out. You know what I mean? But they got another corner that they can go
mm,
on the other side of the field, so they can use Hunter to plug that thing in. So it's kind of like
mm.
it's kind of like it's kind of like in what's the word I'm looking for? A
Insurance.
insurance, yeah, but a
Mm,
leverage one because you can use
yeah.
them either way. You know what I mean? But you can use them
Mm,
in either way, but don't have to kill him by constantly him go on defense, they go on offense, they go on defense, go on offense. You can use him in different
mm,
times and stuff like that, and that's very rare because
yeah.
you get you can't. A lot of teams can't even do that. So,
Yeah, that's why I agree with you on that. That's why I feel like putting him at one position is better. Just like you said, you can use him if somebody get hurt. But now let's say he's starting on both sides of the ball. If Travis gets hurt, there's no replacement.
oh no, no
You feel
doubt.
me? Like
Yeah,
you can't replace him. He can replace other people, but you can't replace him. So that's
right.
why I feel like you can't have him. You can't risk him getting hurt. You just can't. You can't do that.
He's too much of a value to that team. He's too much of a value
Yeah.
to that. So yeah, I understand why they did it. You know what I mean? Um, I understand why they did it, and it definitely is the best for him as of right now because
Mm-hmm.
they definitely need
Mm-hmm.
uh the defensive help. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I think that he's going to be good in defense. You know what I mean? Especially you got to be good at defense, especially in that secondary. Because I mean, when you look at the tape, he plays better on defense than on offense. But excuse me,
Mm-hmm.
but when you look at the the AFC, it's that, and so you're gonna need that
Yeah.
help. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna need that help.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like they're more comfortable in the position to put him as a full time corner because they know that he can bring out the potential of him as a corner and then eventually give him a wide receiver. And so say if they put him in different situations, he knows how to automatically go in and do what he got to do. You feel what I'm saying? Probably they just doing it one step at a time, and I like that what they're doing right now. He don't need to do it
Yeah.
all that. So he was hurt and stuff, and so yeah, I think that was the right decision for the Jacksonville Jaguars and for that whole team, especially for Travis. Most definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, we touched on every topic today.
Yeah, yeah, right. Every single topic it needs to be done.
Yeah. Yeah, touched on topic and gave more. So
Yeah.
good episode for sure.
Yeah, definitely. It was a great episode. We touched everything. I want y'all to go back on the live and tune in. And also share. Also share. We had a great show today. A lot of people came, show some love. Especially shout out to Pro. We got the other name, the other numbers, but Pro. He came live with us all the way from Russia. You know what I mean? We growing. You know what I'm saying? And so we appreciate every time that you come on, that you share, that you comment, that you like. You know what I mean? I want you to like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and I want you to share it. You know, share it to other people. You know, we want to spread the word and give out and show the word. You know, I already know what's the word. What's the word? Spread the word. That's the word. And
Mhm.
so we appreciate everybody that came out on the live and took your time out of your day to watch us continue to entertain you and to continue to show y'all our show. And we're gonna continue going. You know, we ain't going nowhere. We ain't stopping. And we want to thank y'all. That's how you ended on a good Friday. You know what I mean? And we appreciate you all. And don't forget, our live stream is Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 3 o'clock. And so make sure you put that on alert. We got that all on our social media platforms. And we appreciate all your work and your time. And we thank you so much. And we do not take it for granted. We really don't. And we thank y'all. And peace and blessings to y'all. Have a great weekend. Have a great Friday. Be safe. I know the weather is phenomenal. So enjoy this weather. Enjoy the festivities. Be safe out there. And we're going to see y'all back on Monday, the start of the week. But you already know it's your boy Manny.
It's Sean.
And so you already know it's What's the Word Pod. Let's go. Peace and blessings.
Yes,
Take
sir.
care, y'all.
All right.